Motion Array Epic Holiday Sale. Get 10% off the everything plan. Templates, music, footage, AI voiceovers, sound effects, plugins, and more for a limited time only. Save with Motion Array and take your videos from good to the best.
So you clicked on this video because the alarm bells are going off in your head saying you've had enough not being able to get your gameplay audio and your party chat audio recorded into OBS. I know, I've been there. It is an infuriating headache, and I'm here to hopefully solve your problems completely. Assuming that you already have your gameplay picture coming in as it should be, depending on whichever capture card that you happen to be using. So to get to figuring out how you can get that PS5 audio into your OBS, you have to first understand what cannot work for recording any gameplay audio or chat audio into your computer to be recorded in OBS. The first of those items that you can't use in any of these cases is a USB headset. Whether it has a microphone, whether it doesn't have a microphone, it doesn't matter. You cannot use a USB headset directly plugged into your PS5 and expect to have your audio recorded at the same time. The second type of device you're gonna wanna stay away from, and you guys are gonna hate me for this one, but I'm sorry. No wireless headsets with a microphone, without a microphone, doesn't matter. You cannot use any sort of wireless transmitters via USB or even Bluetooth with your headset and expect to have audio recorded, with the exception of the Astro A40s, A50s wireless headset that have the base station and the mix amp. I've made a separate dedicated tutorial on how to get the Astros to work on the PS5 console, so go check out the card above if you want to get that type of audio setup with your setup. Setup. With all that out the way, let's get into the two methods I have to show you for how to record your game audio and your party chat audio from your PS5 into OBS. Let's go. The first method I have here for you guys so you can record your PS5 audio into OBS is called the chat link cable method. What you're gonna need in order for this method to work is the chat link cable, of course. You're also gonna need a wired 3.5mm input headset with a mic function. You're gonna need a capture card with an auxiliary input such as the HE60S Plus, the HE60S capture cards from Elgato. You're also gonna need a microphone input for your computer as well. That is, if you expect to record any sort of commentary over your gameplay or your live streams. Now, I've gotten a lot of DMs and questions from you guys regarding this chat link cable, and there seems to be an overall confusion of how this cable actually works. The function of the chat link cable is to record the audio out of your PlayStation 5 controller, which is why you plug it into this 3.5mm male input on your controller. Now, you also plug in your headset into that chat link cable, and this is where you guys get really confused. That audio from your microphone is getting passed through the chat link cable, but only to the PlayStation 5 console. It is not being sent to your computer to be overlaid on top of the game audio and the party chat audio and intermingled all together. That's not how it works. With the chat link cable, you're gonna get your party chat audio and game audio recorded at the same time, and your party is gonna be able to hear you through that headset microphone that you have connected to the chat link cable. If you want to have your commentary audio on top of your gameplay, then you're going to need to have a separate USB or XLR mic connected to your computer. So with that out the way, to set up the chat link cable with your capture card, you're going to want to first take the far end of that cable where you see the one connector, and you're going to want to plug that into your capture card where you see the audio input jack. The other end of the chat link cable will be plugged into the controller, with the end above that for your headset. Once you have that set up, you're going to want to double check your settings on the PlayStation 5 console. So to do that, you want to open up your quick menu settings, go to sound, and then check your output device and make sure that headset controller is selected. If you're currently in a party, you'll be able to go below and adjust the chat game audio balance level. So in case you have your gameplay too loud and you can barely hear your chat, then you can adjust that dial so that you can hear your chat a little bit more than the gameplay. If you head over to the microphone setting, you're going to want to make sure that the mic is set to headset controller. And that's the part where you have your headset microphone connected to the chat link cable so that it takes that input so your party can hear you. Now, if we move over to the computer where you should have your capture card set up connected to it, this is where we're going to want to make sure that we're taking in that analog audio. What I'm going to do is load up the 4K utility tool, or it could be the original Elgato Capture software tool as well, depending on which capture card you're using. In your preferences, you're going to want to change the audio input to record analog audio. When you switch your audio input to analog, it's going to take in the chat link cable connection that you plugged into the capture card. Once that's complete, you can close out of your capture card software and then open up OBS. Just go ahead and add a new video capture source